can I get for an evening meal for 3 people with 5.5p?
Well, if you smile nicely at them in the supermarket, they might split a packet of fish fingers for you.
Can't give half a fish finger each to 2 growing men.
You can't work miracles on 5.5p, love. Even Jesus had more to start off with than 1 fish finger. Christopher does give you housekeeping money.
That's it.
Well, you'll have to explain to him that 5.5p doesn't go very far for housekeeping these days.
I just can't make both weekends meet. I've got my A-level in biology.
I told you at the time to do domestic science.
At the time, Mother, domestic science just didn't seem to be one of the subjects fully committed to pushing back the frontiers of knowledge.
The only frontier of knowledge your biology A-level pushback was a breakthrough in reducing the time between getting married and having the twins christened. Auntie Ruby and her Vernon from near the prom in Colwyn Bay had to fork out for 2 return tickets in less than 5 months.
Fliss?
Chris. Chris.
Hello, Mrs. Wagstaff. What a completely expected surprise finding you here.
Isn't it high time you two started to behave like an average married couple? Deep in debt and weighed down with responsibility. All this Chris Fliss kiss business.
Mrs. Wagstaff, is it this year you celebrate your silver misery anniversary?
Chris.
I know. You fancy a quick chitty-chitty bang-bang before tea, don't you?
What about me mother?
I'd rather have you. Can't fight the old Adam when I've got the music in me. To the deck chair.
To a cup of tea, I think.
Help yourself, Mrs. Wagstaff.
To what, precisely? Your larder's like a slimming clinic for mice.
Everything even keelish, love?
Oh, you know, come see, come sa.
Occasionally. Should I nibble your earlobe and make you go weak at the knees all down your spine?
Hungry?
A woman's earlobe is one of her most erogenous zones. Earlobes always pay off big.
Oh.
I've really got you going, haven't I? Ask me up and read your thoughts.
Can you? I'll pay you back on Friday.
You what?
The £4 that you're going to give me to eke out the housekeeping. I'm serious.
Well, I'm not exactly laughing like a little toffee shop.
The humiliation of having to ask you for money would not have arisen if the cleaning man hadn't brought back your suit retextured plus new zip in the trousers.
And what, one ponders, was wrong with the old zipper?
We're stuck halfway up.
Halfway down.
What's the difference?
Well, if you've just been, it's stuck halfway up. And if you're just about to go, it's stuck halfway down. Anyway, nobody could see anything.
Thank heaven for small mercies.
Are you free in January to do a ladies' Masonic?
Anyway, I still want £4, please.
Oh, look, Fliss, I'm pink lint, love, skint.
Well, you'll have to give me a cheque then.
Fiddle around in there a bit for the latest thrilling instalment of our bank statement. Complete with additional dialogue by the manager, pointing out...
Fliss and Chris Hawthorne are now £4.75p in the red. Well, it's better than jumping off a cliff with a stick of celery up your nose.
You still won't cash another cheque until we're back in credit, love.
Threatened to take your overdraft to another bank?
You know, I remember a time when I didn't owe anybody a penny.
Then you got married.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's how it came through, loud and clear. Life has played a dirty trick on you.
Hey, have you heard about the fella who fell into a vat of cold cream and died? He softened to death. It's a joke.
How much money have you got?
That's another joke. About £1.33p.
About £1.33p. You don't hear wives talking about money in general round figures like that.
£1.33p, less 2 halves that fell through an hole in my pants pocket.
Meaning you wouldn't have holes in your pants pocket if you hadn't married a lazy slut like me?
Meaning half p's are too small. You try picking one up, you've got to wet your fingers, pick them up like contact lenses.
Well, you better let me have £1 of it.
Oh, come on, love. It's only just enough for me bus fares and lunches, plus a 5p float in case I get collared by a flag seller.
Look, not only did you promise to honour me, but you also promised to endow me with your worldly goods in the sight of God. And me Auntie Ruby and her Vernon from near the prom in Colwyn Bay.
Marriage promises are just a general statement of intent. Anyway, I think I've made up for a shortage of worldly goods by a little bit of extra honouring.
Well, so have I. In the obeying, serving, loving and keeping in sickness and in health. Or as it says in the King Kong version, cooking, cleaning, scrimping and wearing rags. I also promised to forsake all others.
Meaning what?
3 can't live as cheaply as 2.
Aye, the big con of all time was a rumour that 2 could live as cheaply as 1.
Well, these days 1 can't live as cheaply as 1.
Right then. The time has definitely come for Gavin to pay for part of his keep. Or all of his keep. Or twice all of his keep.
If Gavin, your friend, pays for his keep, we'll have him here forever.
Are we having a row?
Well, I can't have a proper row while I'm sitting on your knee.
Yes, you're in a very vulnerable position, aren't you?
I insist that you allow me to leave this deck chair.
First, I want a long, lingering kiss.
And second, what we want and what we get
are exactly the same thing. Remember the poem? For the want of a kiss, a pair of garters were lost.
No, stop.
For the want of a pair of garters, a pair of stockings were lost. For the want of a pair of stockings, a pair of knickers were lost.
My mother's in the kitchen.
For the want of a pair of knickers, a skirt was lost.
And that doesn't follow.
And for the want of a skirt, Felicity lost... and gained an indignant mother.
I wasn't born with a straw in my mouth.
In your ears.
It's behind your ears. Although these days it's fairly unusual due to a shortage of stables with resident midwives.
Leave you me, Christopher Hawthorne. In my day, I've had those Broadway vampires lashed to the mast.
She's had those Broadway what?
Vampires lashed to the mast. Huh? She's not much future, but oh, what a past.
Not in the same class as that haunting melody from the boulevard cafes of our youth, eh? Make a little boogie round your woogie. Hey, you know, the first time I clapped eyes on you, I thought to myself, there goes a bird with what can only be described as a woogie to drive men to distraction.
I don't even know where my woogie is.
Well, you gave me the distinct impression you knew exactly where my woogie was. Yeah. That was in the days when I had a Mini Cooper S. Alloy wheels, reclining seats. Legendary days.
Legendary's right. The truth has never been found lurking in one of your stories.
My point is simply that marriage is not an economic proposition.
There's more to marriage than money.
But you still need money to enjoy whatever the more to marriage turns out to be. Hey, that's Gavin. How much shall I ask him for it?
May peace, love and harmony be with you and your deck chair, now and forevermore.
Hello.
Hiya.
I must say your Gatsby gear's lasted. I mean, it hasn't dated.
Not since 1926 and 7/8.
Did you call, Mother? No. Be right with you. My mother obviously wants another word with me.
Anyway, I haven't got the spare lettuce these days to keep up with fashion.
I'll buy that.
It's the only decent tie I've got.
No, I mean gear in general. It's got pretty pricey.
I wouldn't know. Last time I bought a suit, they made them out of chain mail.
Of course, I've weathered inflation better than most. Thanks to the departure of some hard-bitten bird who alleged she was my wife.
Gavin, speaking purely as your best man...
Do you remember when her accomplice asked the congregation...
What, you mean the vicar?
Yeah, I think she bribed him with 50 quid or something to save his organ. Asking if there was any reason why this man and this one-armed bandit should not be joined together in holy deadlock. Didn't even wait for an answer, you know. The whole thing was far too pat for my liking.
Well, at least she's finally done the decent thing and walked out on you, hasn't she?
I've often wondered how you and Fliss manage the money side of marriage.
Badly, old son. The cash flow dries up about 3 days before payday.
Suppose looking after me must have strained resources slightly, eh?
Yeah. How long have you been in, Ellen?
4 weeks.
Tempers fugits, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Only seems like 6 months.
You know, I've wanted to pay for my keep, but I thought you and Fliss might be insulted if I offered money.
I developed a very thick skin when I developed a very thin wallet. Hello, love. Gavin has just insulted us by offering to pay for his keep. Probably about a 5 or 6 quid a week insult.
Gav!
I should have put in another 2 quid.
Is Gavin's contribution adequate, love? Oh, great. Smashing, mate.
Hot diggity.
All's well that ends well, eh? In our joint bank account.
This is for Gavin's keep.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got a date tonight.
Sherry?
Tracy.
New temp?
Yeah.
They don't last very long, do they?
No, well, if they do a good line in shorthand and get to the nitty-gritty in a couple of days, they last a week.
What happens to the nitty-gritty ones?
Oh, keep them for half a day, then set fire to them.
Hey, how much did he give you then?
Gavin?
6 quid?
Yeah.
More than 6 quid?
Does it matter?
How much?
£8.
Oh, well, I'll just take 2 a week then.
You'll just take none a week then. It's me that's got to look after him.
Yeah, what about the electricity and hot water and stuff? Every time he blow waves his head, it costs me half a bitter. Is that your final silence on the subject? Right. Right. If that's the way you want to play it, I'm going out.
How long will you be?
As long as it takes.
Well, don't come back drunk.
With what I've got to spend, they don't exactly sell you drinks. You buy a raffle ticket and the winner gets to smell the barmaid's apron. Fliss? 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 Fliss?
Chris!
Some twits knocked the catch down.
Fliss.
OK, so Fliss knocked the catch down. How about letting me in then?
Sorry, old chap, no can do. First commandment of a lodger is not to come between man and wife.
And the second commandment is thou shalt get downstairs and let in thy landlord. Otherwise thou shalt be stuffed with locusts and plagued by sudden death.
I can't, pal. I promised Fliss.
Gavin, it takes more than a couple of hours to develop integrity.
Chivalry is not entirely dead, you know.
Let's just say in your case it's gone south for the season.
I'm easily dominated.
And how long am I going to be locked out for then?
All night.
Is her mother in? Right. If that's the way she wants to play it, if that's the...
Name of the game?
Thank you. 2 can play at that. I may as well join in.
Oh, you're going to lock someone out, are you?
Every action has a reaction.
You've not met the chick I went out with tonight.
Just between ourselves, old son, you are about the only fella I know who is actually smaller than life.
Ah, thanks, Chris. And where are you going?
I'm going to find a bus shelter full of popsies with nice teeth and no last names.
Hey, do you want the key to my place? It's all yours if you want it.
Sure.
Sure, I'm sure. Hang on. Yeah, mind you. Sorry.
Mind if I borrow your car?
Sorry, pal. Only insured for owner-driver.
So's Fliss.
You don't think I'd make a pass at Fliss, do you?
Yes.
Oh, come on. Fliss is safe with me, mate.
It's not her I'm worried about, Gavin. It's what she'd do to you. I'll see you tomorrow morning, then.
Okay. See you, pal.
Hello, Mr. Tweedale. Couldn't help overhearing, then?
Probably on account of my ear being pressed to the door. Do you know what time it is?
Hang on a tick, Mr. Tweedale. It's about 20 past 12.
That's not what I mean.
I know that's not what you mean, Mr. Tweedale. I'm just trying to wriggle out of it.
You better come in for a snorter. I always keep a drop of port handy in case war breaks out.
Well, this is very... You got yourself a real bijou joint here, Mr. Tweedale.
Looked after myself for 30 years. Once you get the hang of housework, any idiot can do it. I suppose that's why women think they've got the monopoly on it. Any road, just shift that teapot and tray of compost mixture and sit yourself down. Oh, let me see. I think I've got a drop in here. Aye, that's it. You do partake.
Pardon?
Imbibe.
Oh, only when there's an hour in the month.
Say when. Locked out, eh? In my time, I've seen more of life than a taxicab's mirror. But woman's inhumanity to man never ceases to shock. Leads you up the primrose path of dalliance and then slams the door in your face.
How come you never got married, Mr. Tweedale? I mean, apart from hating women.
Which is the wisest animal in the world?
I give up.
The one that hasn't been discovered yet.
There's probably a lot of truth in that, Mr. Tweedale.
Bachelors are men that women haven't discovered and turned into husbands.
You know, you could probably hide out here for quite a long time, you know. You'd take some stoking.
Changing men into husbands, that's a woman's mission in life. By Buxton, you've knocked that back quick.
I think most of it evaporated, Mr. Tweedale.
You'd better have the other half.
But don't you ever get lonely being a bachelor?
Never been married, I've no basis for comparison.
Never thought about it like that. I suppose what I really mean is, don't you ever, well, didn't you ever feel a sort of need?
Oh, bodily requirements like.
I bet that used to turn them on.
I fancied dozens of them when I was in my pomp.
Why buy a book when you can join a library, eh?
I'm talking about women.
No, it's an expression, Mr. Tweedale. No, it doesn't really matter.
Of course, when you get to my age, you can't beat a cactus.
Pardon?
Or the interests take over. This partridge-breasted Mexican prairie beats a wife any day. They grow better as they grow older. I wouldn't swap that for a wife.
Well, it is different.
And cheaper. It only needs half an ounce of horse manure once a month. You know, your Fliss is probably trying to inject a bit of lost passion back into her life. Locking you out is supposed to galvanise you into the man of action she married. It was on Woman's Hour last week.
I thought you didn't like women.
I don't listen for approval, I listen for confirmation.
So, you reckon she wants me to go back there and shoulder in the front door?
Or something like that.
How much would it cost to replace a busted door?
Between 15 and 30 quid, depending on how hard you galvanise.
I can't afford passion at that price. I've had to cut down on some things. She'll have to cut down on passion. Discretion is the better part of passion. I like that. I've just been wondering how I'm going to get round to Gavin's place.
All night bus?
I could do with living next door to a neighbour who had a car.
As a rule, I only take it out on Sundays, you know.
I've often wondered if you belong to a secret society dedicated to slowing down the speed of traffic.
I never see any traffic myself.
That's because they're all stuck behind three-wheelers, tearing along at 12 miles an hour.
Aye, 86 miles to the gallon, man and boy.
I always thought you peddled them.
They didn't go in much for sackcloth and ashes.
They would have done if they could have bought them at Habitat.
What the Buxton's that when it's at home?
It's a mobile.
Mobile what?
Contemporary shapes, specially created to make a soothing, harmonious effect.
Makes you wonder why they broke up after getting all this together.
Probably couldn't stand all these tin cans dangling from the roof any longer.
You know, I'm not so certain that leaving you alone is such a good idea. I'll bet you could hang yourself on that.
Oh, not round here, Mr. Tweedale. You've got to get planning permission first.
Yeah. If you're just putting on a brave face, you've only got to say.
See me wet, see me dry, Mr. Tweedale. I'm just going to flake right out. I think all that port's gone to my head.
All right. That mother-in-law stunk could do with a bit of water. It's all shriveled up.
I bet it's the only one that is.
Be good, then.
Story of my life.
Here. You've not got a razor blade in your pocket.
Don't worry about me, Mr. Tweedale. I'll be here tomorrow morning, alive and deprived.
Gav? Chris?
Hello, Carol. How's things?
Rapidly improving.
Hi. Just occurred to me you might like a little soft music. And a little smooth drink. To bide away the wee small hours.
Why, Gav, you little old wine drinker, you. Do you know what time it is? Hello, Mum. You must show me Mother how you did that.
I just thought if Gavin moved out, I may as well move back. I think I made the right move. Do you think I made the right move?
Cheers. Bottoms up. All you wish yourself. Fancy Liverpool drawing against United.
I didn't know they still made white underpants.
Pardon?
Well, they're quite cute, really. Sort of late Buddy Holly.
Christopher!
Oh, what the hell's that?
It's Mr. Tweedale.
Dripping down me back.
Scotch, I think. Oh, no, it's Rye and Dry. I wish I was home and dry.
No, you don't behave like that after 10 months of marriage. He was on the rocks while they were walking up the aisle. My day we waited. We put things away in the bottom drawer. We certainly didn't put a deck chair in.
Aye, marry in haste and repent at leisure.